For these graduates, this day is truly special. It's a rite of passage, a celebration of all their hard work that went into their training here at FoodWorks. This class started with us in July. Seems like it long ago, but not that long ago. And the students have worked through our hybrid online on-site training model from start to finish. And this week they were here every day. So, right? For the past 12 weeks, these graduates learned a variety of culinary techniques, gained valuable information on knife skills, food costs, nutrition, menu planning, and have been certified as food safety experts. 100% of the graduates today passed the ServSafe Manager Certification Test. And so they did all this while working 3 days a week here in our kitchen and 2 days a week Zooming in online from home or from wherever they were. So they've also learned about how to do online learning, remote training, and they work closely with Chef Cassandra Richardson, who we call Chef Richie, and with Chef Mo to learn new tools like Zoom and their online membership in Ruby.com. That's ROUXBE.com. They've worked hard on improving their digital literacy, on their job readiness, and a variety of life skills with Rebecca, Darcy, Danny, and Adrian. So I now like to say that our graduates have learned knife skills and life skills. Class 40, you've earned the right to wear those chef whites and toques, which look awesome, by the way, proudly. And you're prepared to lead long, successful careers in the food industry. As each of you prepare to begin your own careers in various kitchens across the state, I've no doubt that you're going to make your FoodWorks mentors very proud. I encourage you to figure out ways to help those with less than you and to establish yourself as a leader, not only within your community, but in the movement to end hunger. Thank you and congratulations. So I said there's something special about this class. I told them that the other day. It's not only in what they've achieved as new culinary professionals, but how they've come together as a collaborative class, how they've learned to work together. What's also special about this class is that this actually is the last class of the year this year here in Halethorpe. We're going to take a pause because of our renovation project out back. And the next class, class 41, won't begin until January 2022. So the memory of class 40 will linger with us for the next 3 months. So thanks for being such a great class. So I'm pleased to have with us today Carmen Del Greccio, who's president and CEO of the Maryland Food Bank. He joined us in 2016 after a long distinguished career in the money banking industry at M&T Bank. Since he joined us, he's led us to return to a position of financial and operational strength, the development of a strategic plan, a major reorganization, and the creation of a new set of organizational values. And to top it off, for the last 18 months, our ongoing response to the COVID pandemic. Carmen would like to share a few words with our Class 40 graduates, so please join me in welcoming Carmen.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Tim. All that pales in comparison to, as Tim said, the 4 best days of the year is here at the FoodWorks graduation. It's really a proud moment for us as we send out another 10 people into the world, waving the flag on behalf of the Maryland Food Bank, learning more about food insecurity and improving the lives of yourselves and others. Congratulations, Class 40. Great job. Fantastic. Round of applause. I enjoyed spending some time with you yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't spend more time during the 12 weeks here. For those of you in the room and patching in, Tim and I and another colleague of ours, Kateri, get together with classes a couple days before the graduation. And this is kind of weird. I'm trying to talk to both two audiences here. A couple days before graduation, just to get a sense from them as to what we did particularly well, what are some areas we can do better, what are some things we should stop doing, all in an effort to try to make sure that as we move on to classes 41 and beyond, that we're putting out the best program we possibly can. And so I was thoroughly impressed, frankly, with the way in which you all handled that conversation. I felt like you were very constructive, providing very constructive feedback in a very professional way that focused on very meaningful topics, as well as some basic topics as well. A lot of stuff that we can walk away with and really help make this program that much better for the people who follow behind you. Because that's our intent, is to every time we get a class in here, that the program and their experience is as good, if not better, than the folks in front of you. And so what was mostly impressive to me also was the fact that not only your candor and the way you provided that feedback, but how you managed through it. There are some things that clearly we could do better or differently going forward. Every program does, but none of you expressed any sense that it stopped you in any way, shape, or form. You continued to work through. You may not have agreed or liked certain aspects of it, but you continue to move forward. And really, as you think about wherever your career takes you, those important characteristics to be able to provide good, candid feedback, constructive feedback that people would want your input to get your input on, and to do it in a very professional way, but also don't let those issues stop you from accomplishing your goal, which is exactly what you all did. So congratulations to you on how you handled that conversation. You know, clearly we're dealing with COVID still, and it continues to affect how we deliver this program. But in many ways, there's a kind of a silver lining to COVID in the sense that you got exposed to some experiences that normally would not have had we not had COVID. As Tim talked about, it caused you to develop some new learning styles in terms of in-person, Zoom, Ruby.com. It gave you the discipline to work remotely with little supervision. You had to work in very tight quarters with other chefs and volunteers and team members as we were cramming a lot of activity into that kitchen. And so these experiences, when you couple them with your technical training, is going to serve you well as you leave this program. If you think about how far you've come in the last 12 weeks, from complete strangers with little to no professional cooking experience or knowledge of working in a commercial kitchen to where you are now. You have close-knit relationships with one another. You understand what the mother sauces. You learn knife skills, kitchen etiquette, cooking methods, food types. You're Serve Safe Manager certified, and you certainly have a leg up on me, which isn't saying much, but you understand, you even know what the term emulsification means, which I know Chef is going to talk about when she does her presentation, when I still to this day not exactly sure what that is. But clearly you all are ready for your next step in your journey to take the learnings that you gained from this program for every part of the program and begin to apply it in whatever you want to do going forward. As Tim mentioned yesterday, this is not just about technical skills. It's also about the soft skills, or most people call the soft skills, but what Tim actually is right. They're actually the hard skills, the intangibles that make you a valuable member of any kitchen. So it's going to be great that you can walk into a kitchen and have the nice skills and know the other technical aspects. And whoever you work with going forward, you're just going to build on those. But what employers are really looking for are people who come out with the right attitude, who know how to handle themselves in the kitchen, know how to work on the high stress environments, know how to work in a team, and know how to communicate. And I think clearly that's something that this class in particular seemed to demonstrate. Your timing is actually really good here in coming out of this program. Obviously, COVID has had an impact on the culinary field over the last couple of years, but I think things are starting to loosen up. There are opportunities out there for talented folks to join the workforce. So I'm optimistic that there'll be great opportunities for you to take the learnings from this program and continue to grow on your journey. But that's where the team here comes into play. Danny and Adrian are folks who can help you in whatever your next steps in your journey is, whether that's looking for a job or starting your own business. You have chefs Mo and Richie who you can rely on to coach you through areas that you want to continue to focus on or bone up on. You have current and previous graduates that also can be resources for you as you enter into this field. So just because you're graduating, it doesn't mean you cannot continue to lean on the Maryland Food Bank and the FoodWorks program and all the resources that we have here for help. You have resources, you have access, and you are part of our organization and our family. And frankly, that's the beauty of being a FoodWorks graduate. As Tim said yesterday, we're interested in hearing from you and how you're doing, but also to be available for you for additional trainings, recertifications, and helping with other issues that you might have. So use us as a resource. Don't let this relationship end today. You know, for me, our discussion yesterday confirmed that you're ready for this next step, and you're going to be a valuable addition to anyone's kitchen. So please stay positive. Lean on your teachings. Lean on us when you need help. Help spread the word about food insecurity in your circles, And please come back here to share your story and your journey with future students. They would love to hear from people who have been in their shoes. So thank you for your dedication to this program. Thank you for your performance during your 12 weeks being here. I want to say once again, congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you the best of luck as you move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen. Can we give him one more round of applause? So now it's my privilege to introduce our executive chef, Mo Jordan, who for the last, I don't know how many weeks now, 8 weeks, a couple of months, has actually been teaching our other class down at the UA house. So she's been a little, not much around much here as much as she normally is, but I know that she's been pretty connected to this class. She's going to talk a little bit about our program with you. Mo joined us back in 2019. It really seems much longer ago. She's done an incredible job helping lead the transition of this program, building it to kind of what we are now. She brought Chef Richie into the organization. I mean, she gets a lot of credit for FoodWorks as it stands today. So, Chef Mo.
Hello, everyone. One thing we love to do at FoodWorks is we love to joke and clown. So today is my professional day, everybody. All right. So before I get into our slideshow presentation, I wanted to say to Class 40, congratulations for making it this far. This is one of the largest classes that we've graduated since COVID. So shout out to y'all for that. Also, I wanted to acknowledge our students with honors as well as a few other things. As you guys know, Tim talked about Ruby.com. We are in the process of making sure that each and every student completes culinary levels of Foundations 1 and 2 so that they could be acknowledged. And this is not only an acknowledgement here at the Maryland Food Bank, but this is also accredited by the American Culinary Federation. So you guys went through a bunch of different trainings as it pertains to learning how to fabricate fish, chicken, going into the different skills of how to increase, decrease recipes, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I wanted to highlight those who have completed Culinary Levels Foundations 1 and 2. That is Kira Coates, Bria Evans, Lindsay Finch, Elaine Reeves, and they all have completed with a 90% or above. So thank you guys for that. And I also wanted to acknowledge Tykeisha Fleming and Darren Lane for completing Culinary Foundations Level 1 as well. And as we talk about our Serve Safe Manager certification, I wanted to also highlight Ms. Kira Coates for not only passing her certification, but passing with a 93%. What that means is she is now qualified to be an instructor as well as a proctor for Serve Safe. So with that being said, thank you for going the extra mile. And after that, Chef Richardson and myself are going to mentor Kira throughout that whole process so that maybe one day she can come in and be a guest chef and teach Serve Safe to the students. So thank you for that. This here is Class 40. As you can see, Chef Richardson was going over one of the recipes with the students. So the students get a lot of one-on-one instruction with our instructors. This journey began only 12 weeks ago, right? So professional culinary training. FoodWorks challenges students in a professional commercial kitchen and in the classroom. My advice for future FoodWorks students is to go for it. The teachers and staff are here to help push you, motivate you, and get you through to graduation and beyond. Do whatever you have to do to get in FoodWorks. This is from Bria Evans. Weeks 1 through 4. During this first month, students learn basic, starting with sanitation, thermometer calibration. They also hone knife skills, develop commercial equipment knowledge, begin to understand how herbs and spices build different flavor profiles. And this group also had an opportunity to go into the garden to see a lot of the herbs, the spices, as well as other veggies and produce that we have available as well. My advice for FoodWorks, for future FoodWorks students, is to sign up. It's intensive and it takes a lot of time out of your schedule going, but the culinary information is second to none. And the workforce portion of it is awesome. Going over your resume, spreadsheets, using Google Docs, and all the things that are overlooked in our regular school systems for younger individuals or those that are seasoned. Not everyone has used those type of tools. So this is something that has merit to it. This is Darren Lane. This is one of my favorite parts of the program. We call it Pasta Boot Camp. So the students make pasta from scratch, and they were making raviolis, and I'm quite sure they made either angel hair pasta or fettuccine with the other side of it. Weeks 5 through 8. Armed with their new tricks of the trade, students spend the next 4 weeks exploring fresh fruits and veggies, crafting mother sauces, fabricating meats, poultry, and seafood. And here the students had an opportunity. They were doing a seared scallop. They had some Mexican corn. And then we also had Twin, who was looking at trying to figure out which tomato he wanted to go back in the kitchen and prepare with. Weeks 9 through 12. Students spend the final 4 weeks furthering their competencies with proteins, learning the science of baking, as well as crafting desserts. And this was one of our students, our graduates here now, who was helping prepare for one of our birthday celebrations for the Maryland Food Bank. Perseverance, dedication, and passion. Says, I had been wanting to do a culinary program for a while, but I was scared to. When I read about the FoodWorks program, that it teaches more than just culinary skills and that people would help with career development, I knew I should apply for it. And I'm so glad I did. Taikisha Fleming. By the way, who's been dancing ever since she sat in her seat, so. Complete candidates. Through the program, students also learn front of the house management techniques, financial responsibilities, and become Serve Safe Manager certified, which is acknowledged or referenced by the ANSI, National Certification. It's a nationwide certification examination. So just wanted to make sure everyone knew that this is a nationwide exam that's taught on a college level. Perfectly paired. When combined with their culinary proficiencies, the skills FoodWorks students learn during the program makes them workforce ready and highly desirable to the hospitality industry the day they graduate. And now we are going to hear from our guest speaker, Kira Coates.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Class 40, I would like to thank everyone for taking the time out to celebrate graduation with us today. I'm gonna need these. I'm honored to stand before you all, and I would like to seize the opportunity to express my sincere gratitude for the FoodWorks program and all of the individuals that work hard to ensure its success. I've always had a strong connection to food. As a young child, I often played restaurant with my sister growing up. We tried to remake the local food that we couldn't get as often as we would like. My love of cooking was further cultivated through my exposure to a broad range of families from different ethnicities and different backgrounds. I stole a lot of those family secrets and just continued to cook over the years. Eventually, I began menu planning, preparing, and executing for private dinners and parties as a side job as I worked a different career. About 3 months ago, I was at a crossroads. I needed to make a decision for my life. I prayed for clarity to make the decision that would best align for me and my purpose. Would I continue to pursue a new career in healthcare administration, or was it possible for me to finally fulfill my dreams of becoming a successful full-time entrepreneur in the world of culinary arts? Reflecting over my past during the decision-making process helped me to notice that there were two things that remained the same. One, no matter where I was in my life, no matter what my circumstances were, I always cooked. Two, despite how much satisfactory feedback I continue to get from clients and customers, I didn't feel like I had the technique. I didn't feel like I had the skills. My confidence just wasn't there to wholeheartedly approach the business as a professional in the industry. So that's when I learned about the FoodWorks program. And at the very last minute, I was accepted into this class, Class 40, to join a group of strong, determined food fiddlers. Class 40, it's a quote that comes to mind when I think of us, and it's kitchen work is teamwork. We have shared so much over the last 12 weeks. We've supported each other through batonette cuts, hollandaise sauce, and many master cleanups. We went on field trips. We met various chefs that took time out to allow us to tour their kitchens and to learn more about their personal experiences in the industry. The moment that had the most impact for me was our time spent at Urban Burger. We had the opportunity to speak with the self-taught chef owner of Urban Burger and Urban Oyster, Jasmine Norton. She highlighted the positive impact that perseverance, professionalism, and networking in the community has had on her success. Jasmine also discussed some of the challenges faced during the pandemic and stressed how crucial it is for business owners to be able to pivot as needed. Lastly, she reminded us that building a brand takes time. However, hard work pays off. Class 40. That's the same point I would like to drive home today. Hard work pays off. We have had many laughs, a few tears, a little blood. But most of all, you guys, we made it to this moment together. Chef Richie emphasized throughout the program the importance of the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And we have done just that, prepared properly and performed. Now that we are all Serve Safe Manager certified, it is up to us to continue the momentum forward. I stand here as a graduate of a culinary program, more confident than ever in the foundation on which I can further refine my cookery skills. My ability to adjust when faced with challenges while remaining focused has been strengthened in a way that I was not expecting. The most valuable lesson that I have learned about myself is that I am more equipped than I originally realized. You are all also equipped to leave here and expound on everything that you have learned about yourselves, your strengths, and your skills. Remember the 5 Ps, set smart goals for yourself, and live your dreams, Class 40. I intend to spend the next few months rebranding my business, Black Betty's Cuisine, recipe testing, and maintaining the clarity that I have in this moment. Clarity affords focus. I wish you all clarity and success. To Rebecca, Chef Mo, Danny, Adrian, Darcy, Tim, and Carmen, and all of the other wonderful Maryland Food Bank staff members that supported us throughout the program, we thank you. To Chef Cassandra Richardson, where are you? You are selfless. You are kind. You are amazing. You encourage us. You support us. We appreciate you. And we all stand here with your support. Thank you. Thank you all. Apologies.
Oh, tell everybody what it is.
I'm sorry. I'm presenting Chef Richie with flowers and cards from our class at his thanks.
Good job. Good job. Are these yours? Here's some. Good job. All right, one more round of applause for Shakir. So before we move on to the next part of the program, I want to take a moment to introduce some new members of the FoodWorks team. So where are they? There they are. So Danny Yurchenkonis is our new FoodWorks case manager. Danny joined us from the Choice program at UMBC, where she was the associate director at the end of July. She's worked with the students to overcome any specific barriers or challenges while in the program, and we hope that this class stays connected to Danny post-graduation as they get their careers started. Another new member of the team is Adrienne Young. She's our new workforce development manager. Adrienne joined us from Job Corps, where she was the career technical training manager, also at the end of July. She helps our students with job readiness skills, and most importantly, right now, with finding that job, that first job. Lastly, another key member of the team, one who's already been celebrated here today, is chef trainer Cassandra Richardson. Chef Richie, as we call her in FoodWorks, is really responsible for leading the class through all its paces, all of its coursework in the kitchen and the classroom. She's done a great job leading the students through those paces, and I hope you all stay connected to Chef Richie as you get your career going. So thank you, Chef Richie. And I'd like to take a moment now to say a word about two team members who are leaving the team in October. So this is their last FoodWorks graduation. Rebecca Johnson, who's watching from Portland, was our first case manager here on our team. And she began much of what that critical work has become at FoodWorks. She introduced us to a trauma-informed care approach, and she's worked diligently on our students' behalf, this class and previous classes. We appreciate the great care she has shown in her efforts on the students' behalf. So thank you, Rebecca. We miss you, and we're going to miss you. So we hope you stay in touch. Over 2 years ago, Darcy Sullivan joined the FoodWorks team as our workforce development manager. Initially, she was a Goodwill employee, devoted 100% to FoodWorks, but whose cost was shared by the Maryland Food Bank and Goodwill. She was the second workforce development staff that we had under this arrangement. Initially, Goodwill was reluctant to have her in the role because she didn't really fit the profile of the background for someone providing employment assistance that they were used to hiring. But we knew she had the experience in the food service industry, from being an owner-operator to running the City Seeds kitchen for Humanum and many other entrepreneurial food service roles. She had the knowledge and the passion about food service that we needed, and she proved us right. Darcy's been a leader in FoodWorks across the board, building out our workforce development practice, helping organize and structure our team, getting our employer advisory council started, getting our UA House program in the city started, leading on systems and partnerships, among many, many other things. Her impact on FoodWorks has been tremendous, and we've been lucky to have her on our team. So thank you, Darcy, for all you've done. Now back to the program. Thank you. So Adrian and Danny, our two new folks, have prepared a resource booklet for our graduates that I'd like them to come up and tell you about. And then Chef Mo will be back to hand out some special awards. Adrian and Danny.
Hello, everyone. So as Tim mentioned, Danny and I are new to the team. I wanted to first say Danny shares this with me. We are very, very thankful that you guys were our first group. We have learned a lot working with you guys. We've had fun working with you guys, and we truly, truly wish you success. As Mo and Tim mentioned, stay in contact with us. If you need something, let us know. We're there. Okay. All right. So not only does the program provide culinary services, but we provide career development services. And during the 12-week or 10 weeks, 10 weeks of career development, the students go over resume building, goal setting, build their references. We go on field trips, have guest chefs, interviewing skills, anything career development related, we pretty much try to hone on those things. So we have a portfolio to present for you guys. The portfolio contains a couple of copies of your resume, some copies of your references, letters of recommendation, all of your Serve Safe certificates and your Ruby certificates. And there's also like a guide of how to access our job board. So please use these tools. And again, if you should need anything, please, please, please contact us.
Hey, one additional thing that I just wanted to have an extra moment and like round of applause for these folks is that we say 12 weeks as if it's like a brief period of time, but these people showed up basically as a full-time job. And some of them are mothers, fathers, like juggling so many other responsibilities, some of them working other jobs, some of them owning their own businesses, some of them supporting other classmates and giving them rides to get here. So I just wanted to say like a heartfelt thank you for the extension of yourselves, like, because I know that this is just one small part of your life for these 12 weeks. And the amount that sometimes it takes to get here every single day and do that is tremendous. And so I feel really grateful, like Adrian said, that you all were our first class and welcomed us in really warmly, and that you fit us in with everything else that your whole lives have going on for you. So just in awe of that and inspiring, and yeah, and hope you stay in touch with us.
Right, they have presented portfolios, and I am back to present our very first, your very first Impact Awards. Impact stands for innovative, mission focused, passionate, agile, collaborative, and transparent. So with these certifications or these certificates of completion of our program, we wanted to present you all with these awards. And it reads here, this certificate is presented to Takeisha Fleming. This is, we on TV. All right, you can come on up, Takeisha. It says, for building creative solutions and challenging the status quo, we thank you for your participation in the Maryland FoodWorks program. You're welcome. This next one is for being mission driven. It says, Brianna Reed, for being committed and compassionate always with a humble heart. We thank you for participating in the Maryland Food Bank FoodWorks program. This is also another mission-driven certificate for Miss Elaine Reeves for being committed and compassionate and always with a humble heart. We thank you. This is also, oh, y'all were on a mission. We on a roll. I love it. This is for Roland Mills for also being committed and compassionate and always with a humble heart. One thing about Roland, if Roland doesn't see me, he's coming to find me. Chef Mo, what you got for me? You need me to do something? Always. This next one is for passion. This is for Ashley Singletary for being energized by your work and taking ownership of your actions and results. Thank you. Okay, Miss Bria Evans, this is also for your passion for being energized by your work and taking ownership of your actions and your results. All right, this is also for passion. Lindsay Finch for being energized by your work and taking ownership of your actions. Thank you, Lindsay. This one here is for being agile. This certificate is presented to D. Ray Brown for being responsive and flexible amidst a constant changing landscape. Thank you. We're not gonna bow today. That's our thing. This next one is for collaborative. The certificate is presented to Kira Coates. Through diverse experience and perspectives, you've displayed inclusion, trust, and mutual respect, which makes the team stronger. We thank you for participating. And this next one is for transparent. This certificate is presented to Mr. Darren Lane for sharing openly and honestly, especially when opportunities or challenges arise. Darren, we thank you. Uh-oh. All right, Tim.
Right. Thanks, Chef Mo. Way to go, everybody. All right, we're about to get to the point you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the graduation certificates. Before we do that, though, I want to briefly acknowledge one of our most important FoodWorks partners, the Community College of Baltimore County, also known as CCBC. About 5 years, actually now about 6 years ago, in 2015, we joined with CCBC to form a unique partnership that allows us to expand the FoodWorks program even further, combining our private resources with an institution like CCBC to provide career training opportunities to even more students interested in working in food service. We're grateful to CCBC for recognizing the impact a program like FoodWorks has on the community and for collaborating with us to make it even better. And Yumi Kim and Lynette Higgins from CCBC are here today. All right, y'all ready? Chef Mo is going to distribute the joint Maryland Food Bank CCBC certificate to each graduate as I read their names and pronounce them correctly. We all ready with the camera? We're ready with everything? We're ready to go? Good to go. Now for our graduates. DeRay Brown. Congratulations. Shakir Coates. Bria Evans. Lindsay Finch. Taikisha Fleming. Darren Lane. Roland Mills. Elaine Reeves. Brianna Reed. Ashley Singletary. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the 40th class of FoodWorks graduates. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for those who Zoomed into us or YouTubed into us. Have a great weekend. Congratulations again, Class 40. You really did an amazing job. Thank you. You want to get a picture?